mid-1990s, I joined my first band here in upstate New York. And I didn't know how much that was going to affect me the rest of my life. You see, I was into all the normal guitar heroes that we all grew up with. Jimmy Page, and Jeff Beck, and Jimi Hendrix, and all those guys. And I never really got into the music of the Grateful Dead until that band. We'd all sit around and jam for hours and hours in the garage, just trading back and forth guitar lines and keyboard lines and trying to make music that sounded like Shapes and everything that kids do when we're experimenting. And we had a member in the band that loved the Grateful Dead, and he was brought up on the Dead. And he would always bring in these songs, and it blew my mind because they weren't the big riffs that I grew up learning how to play. They were these simple 3-chord songs, and you got to just put whatever you wanted over top of that. And that just struck a chord for me. It hit a nerve. It allowed me to express everything that I was feeling during that show. And it may be completely different the next night. And I loved that. I loved being free and being able to play anything I wanted. And as I dove into the Grateful Dead more and more and more, I realized that they had a connection that I had, the blues. And the early live albums, and they were always playing the blues, but taking what they did and morphing it. And throughout my whole career, I've always been playing blues versions of Grateful Dead tunes and pulling out some of the songs that they used to pull out in the mid-'60s when they were just starting. And all these years, the past 30 years of the intertwining of the blues and the Grateful Dead has affected every project that I've ever been in. And it was time to do a big show that brings the community together, both the Grateful Dead community and the blues community in one space, and we're going to call that Blues is Dead.